we are trying to find dy over dx without solving for y. It's easier to find dy over dx without solving for y. So we're going to differentiate both sides. When I differentiate x to the fourth, I have 4x to the third. But here you have to remember, and you must look at this as a product. Because if you don't apply the product rule, the whole thing will be incorrect. So I recommend put the minus in front, open parentheses, so you don't forget to distribute eventually. When you differentiate a product, you have the first function prime, 2x, times the second one, plus the first one times the second function prime. But remember, this is a function. We bring down 3, we subtract 1 from the power, and we multiply by the inner function prime, by the chain rule, dy over dx. And the right-hand side is 0. At this point, I can distribute the negative sign, or the negative 1 if you want, whatever you want to say. Same thing. So 4x cubed minus 2xy cubed minus 3x squared y squared dy over dx equals 0. See, we have 3 terms. Only this term contains the variable. So I'm going to move it to the other side. So I have 4x cubed minus 2xy cubed. It was negative. When I move it to the other side, it becomes positive. And now I'm solving for this, dividing this quantity by this quantity. This is all algebra from this point on, actually. So this is dy over dx equals this over this. We're also told to find this quantity for the point x negative 2 and y being 1. Fine. X equals negative 2 and y equals 1, and I calculate. This is negative 8 times 4, negative 32. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, 4 plus 1. And here I have 4 times 3 is 12, times 1 is 12. So I have negative 28 divided by 12. I've simplified by 4, negative 7/3. Is this okay? Is this okay? Anyone? Okay, perfect. I saw that, Ada. Anything else? Yes.
Where did you get the x value from to plug into the function? Okay.
Good. Anything else? Anyone? Other questions? Anything? Anyone? Anything else? Is that it?
Could you go over section 3.9, question 17?
Good. If you have a page number, it will help me, but if you don't, I'll find it anyway.
$364.
Thank you. That is the easiest because I can put in the page number. $17. So y equals p squared times q. And they're asking us to find dq over dt, okay? And they're giving us a bunch. P equals 15, q equals 40, dp over dt equals 55, and dy over dt equals 54,750. Okay. I hope I copied from one problem. Sometimes looking back and forth and up and down sometimes. So dq over dt, when pq, yes, I think I copied correctly. Yes, I think I copied correctly. Perfect. Okay. So again, in this situation, when I see dq over dt, it means q is a function of t. When I see dp over dt, it means p is a function of t. When I see dy over dt, y is also a function of t, which means this is a function of t, this is a function of t, this is a function of t. So when I differentiate both sides, this side is dy over dt, but this side, again, is a product. It has to be treated as one, as such. So p squared is a function. So 2p dp over dt times the second function plus the first function times the second function prime. Fine. dq over dt. We're asked to find dq over dt, so this is our variable. So there is only one term that has the variable. This has to go to the other side, and then I will divide by p squared to get this. First, I will move. So dy over dt equals -2. I didn't mean to put the equal symbol. Minus 2pq dp over dt. This has no place there. So minus 2pq dp over dt equals p squared dq over dt. And now I'm solving for this as I did a few minutes ago. dq over dt equals this minus this over this. So dy over dt minus 2pq dp over dt. At this point, I plug in all these bunch. So dy over dt is 54750. P is 15. Q is 40. dp over dt is 55. This is 55. And p squared is 15 squared, which is 225. I punch in all of them in the graphing calculator, and I get one number. Do not do this step by step. I mean, it is step by step, but do it in one line, so you don't introduce any additional error. 54750. Oh, you need parentheses for the numerator, by the way. Minus 2 times 15, which is 30, multiplied by 40, multiplied by 55, close, and now divide by 225. So it's -50. So the answer here is -50. How is this? So it's, as you see, it's all the same theme. You have to just make sure that if you're given these three pieces of information, you know that all three are functions of t. And when you see a product, you have to treat it as such. Good. Anything else? Any questions on this, or is this okay? Anyone? 24 on to 10. Okay, so let's take a look. Set to 10. Okay, so let's do 23. Was this a homework problem, 24? Is that a yes? Is that a no? Okay, I don't hear anything. It is not. Okay, fine. Good. So we have f of t equals t to the third minus 5t over e to 4t cubed. Perfect. So the first thing I need to identify is that this is a ratio, and I have to use the quotient rule. Okay. So remember the quotient rule. Oh, I'm starting to work on this problem, but I didn't find, it says differentiate. Yes, okay. I wasn't sure whether we have to find the second derivative or, good, just the first. Okay. I square the denominator, copy the base, multiply the exponents. 4t cubed times 2 will be 8t to the third. So now I differentiate the top, and I get 3t squared minus 5 times the denominator minus the numerator times the denominator prime. E to a function prime is e to that function times the inner function prime, 12t squared. I will factor out this. Obviously, it's a common factor. E to 4t to the third, e to 8t to the third. And notice that I can simplify. 8t to the third minus 4t to the third, e to 4t to the third. So now, what is left? I have 3t squared minus 5. I will have to distribute this quantity in here and take care of the negative sign. 12t to the second times t to the third is 12t to the fifth minus 12t to the fifth. 12 times 5 is 60. So 60t to the third, but I have a negative and a negative, plus 60t to the third. There is no common, or I have no common terms here, no like terms, I meant to say. In the descending order, no, this is first. Negative 12t to the fifth plus 60t to the third plus 3t squared minus 5, everything over e to 4t to the third. And this is final. You don't have to do anything else. Other questions? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else once? Anything else twice? Anything else? Welcome back, Peter. Other questions?
I did just have a question in regard. It hasn't. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut Israel off. I know that Anne Arundel County Public Schools and everything have done 2-hour early dismissal tomorrow. What happens for us for testing purposes if the testing office closes early?
If it does close early, you mean they were open late?
So, like Anne Arundel County Public Schools, Howard County Public Schools, all of them are dismissing early tomorrow, 2 hours early.